Good morning, guys. Today there's not going to be much to show because I have to work on projects, but Thomas is coming over tonight, so maybe we'll get to meet him and interact with him a little bit. He's a pretty cool fellow. Okay. Extra late to church? Yeah, me neither.
You can give me one.
This is a spaghetti.
I know.
Would you like a spaghetti?
I would.
Choose one.
I like this.
You know those candies you hide under your bed? I stole them, and I licked every one of them.
It's a good one. Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Okay, so, have you heard of the game Fork?
No.
Okay.
You just told me that.
I told you that it existed.
Yes.
Okay, so,
Yes,
Fork
I heard it.
works by, you say something random. This is gonna make interesting noise in this video. You say something random, then it's the other person's turn to say something random.
I like this.
And then it's your turn to say something random.
Okay.
You go back and forth until someone can't think of something random.
Okay.
Now this time, there's gonna be a twist. But, I won't tell you what that is yet.
Okay.
You always start by saying fork. That's how people know that you're playing fork. So like people that play this a lot, you can just be like, fork! And then they have to say something random. Fork!
Doorknobs make me sad.
Whoa! Okay. It's supposed to be one word.
Excuse me.
But that's sad. I'm sorry that doorknobs make you sad.
There's a lie.
You fiend.
Didn't say I have to say the truth in the Fork game.
That's true. Two truths and a fork. Okay, fork.
Pepper.
Tree.
Knife.
Butterfly.
Cancer.
Face.
Bottom.
Okay, bottom.
Bottom.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have to take all of those things that we just said.
Pepper.
Fork, tree, pepper, knife, face,
Cancer.
cancer,
Bottom.
and bottom. Okay, so we have to make a story using those 7 words.
Interesting.
Yes. So it can be a nonsensical story, it can be a deep, passionate, moving story, it can be a story about a moving truck, it can be anything.
This is becoming one of my favorite games. Okay. So, I had
made up
cancer
this
in
game.
my bottom. I tried to cut it out with a knife. Didn't work. You know, just kind of lost faith in life. But then I saw some trees and butterflies and I was happy. And I got some pepper on my nose and kind of ruined the moment.
And face?
Well, it came out of my face when I sneezed.
That's true. Okay, we'll do it again, and this time I'll make a story.
Sounds good.
Although I don't know if it will be that good.
Right?
I would really
Fork.
sad to have cancer in your bottom. Potato.
Baby.
Bug.
Capricorn.
Hat.
Paraphernalia.
Fingernails. Wait, that's a lot of words. What words do we have right now?
Paraphernalia. Baby. Potato. And then I said Capricorn.
Paraphernalia, potato, baby, fingernails, Capricorn. What's that watering hose? Okay. No, you
One
got
more?
a word. Mm-hmm.
Taper.
Taper. Taper. Okay.
I'm sorry, that made it really hard.
Taper. Okay. I had a friend. His name was Capricorn. He was named after the constellation.
Oh.
Right. As he grew up, his hair slowly tapered, so he had a pointy hair, and it was always kind of awkward because his friends would tease him about his pointy tapered hair. They called him Taper Tim.
Is it Conehead?
Well, yeah, that's what his baby.
Actually, taper the other way.
It's an ice cream cone of child. So he's not a baby, but he had a baby sister, and she just didn't have any hair. So yeah, they always got into interesting arguments where she was trying to tell him that his hair was better because he had some, and she was trying to say, well, at least her hair isn't tapered because tapered hair makes for quite the scare.
Nicely done.
Every morning he would go out and he would use the watering hose to try to flatten his hair. He'd just like stick it in the top and then turn it on full power.
Right.
It didn't usually work. It just like shot down and came out his ears, and then he became a T. So he was Taper Tim, Conehead, and Mr. T. It was a rough childhood. But he always liked eating potatoes. That's the one thing the kids in the lunchroom could always count on him for. He would always bring a potato, and he was always willing to share. That's the moral of the story. Kids, always share your potatoes.
Not if they're French fries. Eat them all before they get them.
That's fair. You do that.
Unless they're like, let's be honest, Whataburger fries. Just not even.
Not about that life. Oh, we have more words still. Okay, paraphernalia, fingernails.
Fingernails.
Are those the only ones left?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So as he grew up, he slowly collected paraphernalia of his childhood. He had a box that he would just keep all of his stuff in the closet so that he would be able to remember his fond memories of when he was a child. He didn't have very many fond memories, and so
You're never gonna find it.
whenever he found one, he would keep it in his paraphernalia box. Yes, I was gonna try to link Pandora's box in there, but it wasn't working.
That's a bold move.
Yeah. As he grew up, the paraphernalia box also collected fingernails. So at some point, he just got grossed out and threw the whole box away. And then he regretted that decision for the rest of his life. The end.
What a happy life.
What's your favorite shoe?
Probably the one I'm wearing right now. It's very comfortable. I bought them and it was like walking on pillows that have good support.
Supportive pillows.
Yes.
Cool. Some people would call their spouse that.
Supportive pillows.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you could take that two ways. As in like the one upon which I rest my head, or the one I use when I need it.
And the one you smack people with?
That could also be a third option, secret third option. But yes, that is my favorite shoe, is the one I'm wearing right now. Nike, New Balance, it's not New Balance, but it's well loved.
The creator of this video does not support Nike, but how did we meet?
How did we meet? Let's see. I came to a Friday Night Fellowship in December of 2015, and I sat next to Alphonse, and
Such a good
then
memory.
I went up and said hi to Levi Grindstaff, who invited me there, and he was in your corps, you and Michael, and so you came up, and I was like, hey, I recognize you. You're the one who are in my class right now, my humanities class. And you're like, really? And I was like, yeah, it's just that you don't recognize me because you sit in the front and I awkwardly stare at you sometimes and wonder about what kind of person you are with a neon green beanie and long golden lion hair, and I just wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
I figured it out pretty fast.
I keep breaking these.
Instead of eating.
Why did I start eating? Okay.
On a spaghetti colored carpet.
Well, yes, that first of all. Second of all, I'm like one of the most fidgety people. Like, I fidget with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Maybe you need a fidget spinner.
How about no?
That's right. That's the right
Maybe.
answer. Always the right answer.
Someone said I should get a fidget cube though, because it's not like as distracting or noisy, but it's still something to play with. And I keep breaking pens because I'm fidgeting with them. I've done it twice, like studying with somebody, and like I broke a pen, and then they gave me a pen, and I broke it like literally like 2 seconds or 2 minutes later. It was very awkward.
They're like, let's not study together ever again.
Yeah. One time I was like playing with a pen in leader meeting,
Right.
and I had like taken the ink cartridge out and was like messing with the springiness of it, and it like
It's dangerous.
flung forward through the room, like through Emily Umstead's hair into the middle of the room. It was very awkward.
That's a funny story about my mom. She once sucked up a bunch of ink out of one of those pens she took apart, and then she didn't like it, so she spat it out.
Wait, she sucked up the ink?
Yeah, just to see what would happen, and then it was nasty, so she spat it out all over her white turtleneck shirt. So yeah, that didn't work out well.
That doesn't sound like it worked out well. There was a guy, so you know Gene, right?
No. Yes, I know him.
I was about to be very confused.
I do know.
So he came and he brought all those artificial flavors.
Yes.
And somebody came from Michael's Corps, and they were like, "Ooh, I'm gonna try one of these." So they like took this like ounce or 2 ounce bottle of like artificial grape flavor and just like took it like
They
a
just
shot.
downed it?
Not the whole thing, but like a sip. And his
It's
mouth was
super
like
concentrated.
black. And he said it tasted disgusting.
Of course, it's like super concentrated.
Yeah, I was like all the way across the room and I could smell the grape. Like it smelled like a Jolly Rancher.
And like artificial grape flavor is then one of the nastiest flavors.
Next to artificial cherry.
That is one of the most, satisfying flavors to me. It gives me life. Tastes like cough syrup medicine, which is also good.
One of the
which is also
things
good.
You can taste.
I enjoyed cough syrup medicine because it tastes like artificial cherry.
Then your taste buds are objectively wrong.
My biochemistry is slightly different than yours. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
We'll agree. Our tongues will agree to disagree.
Actually, I'm comfortable with that.
Again, I think we should have a podcast. I think we'd do well. What is a gift that you received at one point in your life that you didn't really like or you thought was useless when you got it, but then later it became useful?
That is such a good and very specific question. Well, see, the problem for me is like, if I get a gift that I don't really appreciate, then I'm a minimalist.
To simplify.
So I get rid of it.
Right.
But so the thing that comes to my mind is not like any specific like deep story or anything.
Right. It doesn't have to be.
But there was a time where I was trying to learn Ocarinas, and my mom got me like in my stocking a little like build your own ocarina kit. Here you go. Oh. Okay. So this is a normal ocarina. This is not my favorite one. This sounds a little bit off, but this is a normal one.
Looks like a deformed
like
cucumber.
that, and then like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, this shape is called a sweet potato.
Nice.
But my mom gave me a build your own ocarina thing, and it became this.
Interesting.
And
Here.
oh, okay.
It's still there.
It only has 4 holes, and the one that I wanted to learn had 10. Like this one.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I wasn't necessarily unhappy about it. I was just like, well, this is kind of a useless thing that I like have to build.
Yeah.
But I did it and I ended up liking it a lot. I still can't like actually play anything off of it. I stopped learning ocarinas because they got like really noisy to practice the high notes. For example, my audio will peak when this happens, but yeah, like you have to go pretty high and pretty loud to get like an actual clear high note, and I still had 2 holes blocked. Wow. But yeah, so this one's a little bit quieter, like, but it's still pretty loud. But yeah,
sounds like a dial-up for internet.
That's why I changed to ukulele, because it's quieter to practice.
My dad got an ocarina. He actually has 2 ocarinas right now, but I think it was like someone in Oklahoma when they went up to and did a mission trip or something like that. That one of the guys had an ocarina, and so my dad really liked it, so he got an ocarina. And then he also got a ukulele as well, because my brother was playing ukulele. But I don't know, I've never seen him play the ukulele he got. Peace and love. Never. Oh, okay.
See, I told you he was pretty cool, right? Okay, anyways, that's all for today. Peace and love, always.